Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you what Rammus can do after the buffs on his W. He's no longer slowed when he goes into his defensive stance, and on top of that, we are playing in the new Preseason 13 with the green smite. I'm gonna go ahead and mute all because my laner is already trying to annoy me. You can go for green smite, blue smite, or red smite. Green smite makes you tankier and gives you tenacity and slow resistance. Red smite gives you damage. Blue smite gives you speed. We took Ghost. Ghost works really well with Rammus' new W. I'm thinking we just do a 3-camp clear into gank here. Up against Aatrox jungle, it's actually a bit of an annoying matchup. Rammus starts extremely well solo start wolves or raptors. With how much healing and damage your little friend gives you here, you can solo start on any camp. If you're going to start with a leash, it's mainly to take the camps faster. Your little friend does AoE true damage against the monster camp, so for champions like Warwick, it's incredibly useful to be able to take the camps without team map. For champions like Rammus or Graves, people who could already take the camps AoE, it's helpful, but it's not essential. We're going to start up our W, clear through this. I'm thinking we gank mid first. Ganking for Vladimir sucks. I hate ganking for Vlads. Look how fast we are. It's so much easier to gank and to kite out or to escape because you're moving full speed with a ridiculous 95 armor, guys, level 1. That is basically 2 full armor items. Most armor items give somewhere around 40 or 50 armor. First item rush, I'm thinking we go for the one new item that gives you a fudge load of health. It's the still beating strength. Gives you 800 HP, permanent scaling HP, and a bunch of useful stats. We'll do a 3-camp clear into gank here. Your W extends your E attack speed bonus for the full duration of your W, and your W lasts longer if you were putting in auto attacks. You can take Krugs extremely fast. The big one no longer turns into medium ones. Both the large Krug and the medium Krug both turn into small ones after they die, so it's really fast. We just 3-camp, leashless, finished 230-ish. Full HP. Let's look to invade Aatrox here. It should be an easy invade. Got him to EW. We can kite him in between our auto attacks here. Just like so. See, he lost pretty much all of his HP there. Yeah, this guy's spazzing out. He lost all of his HP. I wish I had flash. We would have been able to kill him there. He's going to lose all of his camps now for that. That's hilarious. You see how much damage we did, though? We had so much armor, he can't trade with us. And since we can move fast between our autos on W, this is not much he can do. He's extremely low health here. I got off our smite into W. Got him with taunt. Got to stay on top of this guy with our auto attacks. And our W fades. We get the double kill. Kled's extremely low on health. We can look to gank that. Looks like he's backing off because he knows. Rammus' early scraps are incredibly strong, guys. Level 1, getting extra 90 armor makes it impossible for 80 champs to solo you. And you're moving full speed in between your autos. I like it a lot. It feels really good. You can go for flash. I usually only recommend it if they have a cage style champion such as Veigar or Jarvan. She needs to thin this out. I'm going to be coming to gank it. Usually you're going to max your Q first because your Q gets a lot of damage, lower cooldown, and the slow increases. Keeping up with Scuttle's so easy. Plus he's trying to walk past us for some reason. It's supposed to walk away from you. That one wasn't too worried about it. It's an easy gank. Get him to the Q into E. All we needed was one more auto attack from the Riven there. I think she pulled off a little bit on the early side. My bot side jungle is still up. We're getting a lot of XP soak. We should probably reset though. We have a massive back. One nice thing about jungle is you don't really ever have to reset. There's so much extra healing. You don't heal off your smite anymore, but your little friend heals you so much that you never really run out of HP to where you have to reset because you're too low. Similar to a Fiddlesticks. They have nerfed it a little bit, but still. You're never really going to die to your camps in this new jungle. You can kind of back when you prefer to. Just make sure you're not ganking things that have way more items than you. Just because you're on the map doesn't mean you're stronger than people. Especially if they have more items than you. So right now, for example, he's got double longsword boots, so he's faster, more damage. Their mid laner has more items than us as well, obviously. You can't multi-take camps anymore at the same time, so do keep that in mind. That doesn't exist anymore. The camp's patience range is extremely short. We'll be going bot lane here. So besides buffing his R, ooh, they did also buff his, besides buffing his W, they also buffed his R, how big the knockup range is, and they also buffed how fast it travels. Did Lulu really not shield me there? She literally didn't shield me. That's unfortunate. Their bot lane rotated sooner. I should have just left. I thought we win that for free because we're on our W. Aatrox, no items, but Lulu accidentally polymorphed him when all we needed was shield. That's my bad, though. We shouldn't have gone in for that. Get that and that. He's in our jungle, so we'll press into his top side here. I don't think I'm going to play around my bot lane after that. I don't know why she polymorphed him. With us on our W and shield, we'd be able to soak 3 or 4 auto attacks, but I shouldn't have done it. I didn't see their bot lane rotating, so ultimately it's still my mistake. Gonna Q Ghost for this. Auto attack into E. Got our W on. Riven gets the kill. And we can move around the map with our Ghost extension we got there. Aatrox's red buff just came up, so nice. He's most likely going to be on his bot side since he was in that area anyways. I'm going to go ahead and help myself to his camps. We've farmed 14 camps so far. The more camps you farm, the more stuff your jungle item does. The smite gets stronger. You can start to use your smite against champions, which damages and slows them. And then eventually smite will get up to 1200 damage and shield you and give you tenacity and whatnot. Our little friend finishes him off. We hit a pre-7 minute 30 level 6. Pretty solid. Not too shabby. I don't think Aatrox is actually reset yet. If he did, then he won't be here for a little bit. Finish him off, and we'll look to go mid. Looking at his items, he has no boots, a little bit of HP though. I'm wanting Riven to bait this out a little bit better. There it is. She baits out his dash. We get onto him with our taunt and W. It's not easy to follow that up though. Riven's on cooldowns. Aatrox shows mid. He's no items. We definitely win this fight. She just needs to not die before I get there. Get the taunt on a Silas into our W. Got him. Riven gets the triumph healing. She needs her shield. There it is. That is a little bit unfortunate. We're going to have to go into our taunt and W mode. And maybe we win this. Yeah, so we do win that fight. He hasn't spent his gold there. He was on his R. Aatrox is quite a bit stronger on his R. I don't trust this Lulu at all. I don't want to play around her. It's not worth it. It's too dangerous, too scary. Got full, still beating a heart. Still beating a heart gives you permanent HP whenever you essentially hit a champion. It goes on a 30-second cooldown. It's similar to Demolish against turrets. How turret demolish works, but it's against champions. It's the best way to describe it. This item gives you a fudge load of health regeneration, HP, and ability haste. There's certainly other viable mythics on Rammus. This one seems to be the best so far, though. From my own experience and from the success I've seen other Rammus players have on him for the preseason 13. I'm assuming they're going to have to nerf this item. It's too universally strong. High value. Our art is up. We could go look to use that here. We'll be doing that in a second. I didn't want to waste my E since it's almost dead. Go ahead and pop Q. We'll use R right when our Q is about to end to extend our distance a little bit here. Get him with a taunt W. Auto him. And we're super fast. Like, even though we don't have boots, we're moving in between our autos so fast because W doesn't self-slow us anymore. He burned his flash and ghost. He's dead. And now we get to walk out. Oh, I canceled my W. That was actually bad. I forgot. My muscle memory on Rammus when you're tanking turrets to get out of it faster, you cancel W and run, but you don't need to cancel it anymore. You move full speed, so that's my bad. Took more damage there than I needed to take. We've already gotten a permanent max HP of 52. It gets higher the more HP you get, because the more damage it does, it takes 10% of it and it gives you back. So it's a bit of a scaling item in terms of how much permanent HP you get per times you hit enemy champions. I'm gonna go run over and grab my red buff and wraps real quick, then I'll go gank bot. Actually, my R is about to be up. We don't have time to take our red buff if we want to get max value. We'll do wraps into mid here. Ping out the Aatrox. Looks like Silas is roaming bot. Cled's all laning top. Vlad blood pulls away. I'm gonna Q Ghost for this. Oh, Cled's dead anyways. Get the taunt into W. I low-key killed still the Vlad there. He's outplaying this Kled super hard. Tier 2 boots rush plated. Vlad is an extremely unbalanced champion. If you're building the right items and you're positioning properly, so hard to deal with. Low cooldowns, no mana costs, high damage, high scaling, high tankiness. Only thing he doesn't have is really good CC, but he does still have an AoE slow. So Aatrox still isn't full item. Looks like he's building similar to what we're building. Kind of interesting. I'm thinking we go for a Emax second. Extra taunt duration is better as a jungler. They did make the monster camps quite a bit more tanky. Actually taking them in the mid game is kind of annoying. Early on you take them faster than you used to, but in the mid game not so much, I'd say. I'm gonna head over to Dragon. We'll grab plated and build into Thornmail. Thornmail is still Rammus's best second item rush. All the armor you get makes your passive do more damage. Your passive is every time you auto attack, you do more damage the more armor you have. So armor helps. Having your W on helps because it gives you, at this point, it's giving us 150 armor. It gives you more armor the more armor you have. More magic resist, the more magic resist you have. Certainly gives you quite a bit more armor than it does magic resist, though. This is seemingly warded. I hate it when your laners just don't buy control words and they expect ganks. There's no way to gank for them. I'm gonna go for Aphelios. He won't have flash or ghost. Get him with the taunt W on. Now we can tank this for our teammates. Ezreal wasn't really interested in following that up. I think he should have though. We can dive him. Aatrox isn't going to be here in time. Pop our W, walk out of that. Oh, why are we taking... Oh, the minis aren't in range. Silas flashed for that too. I really need to start getting these dragons. Aatrox has his still beating strength. I have still beating strength. They changed the name. It was called something else just the other day. They decided that name wasn't good, and it was a crap name. I mentioned that in one of my videos, just how bad it was. It was practically a sentence, and it was semi-complicated. This one is even more of a sentence because it's 3 words instead of 2. Still beating strength, but that's much easier to say than what it was at previously. Your R does put your Q essentially on cooldown, which is annoying, but if your Q is about to end, you can pop your R and get max value out of it that way. Oftentimes you'll use it segmented. Your R goes through all CC, so if you're about to get Lux snared or something like that, or Morgana snared, I'm just gonna go gank him. He's shoved. Kill's worth more than a camp. So here we can go through the Gragas CC, close the distance, hit him with my smite to slow him down. Wow, Gragas is fast, dude. We need to start getting dragons. My smite's on cooldown though. Hey, Aatrox. Got him with taunt W. I'll go ahead and pop Ghost. This is going to lead to a kill. Oh, got his flash. That's good. Ghost is a much lower cooldown than flash. My smite is still on cooldown, so I'm a little hesitant to actually take this. Ours are pretty low cooldown. They made it travel faster. The knockup radius is bigger. It's a bit better, but still, even if you do land it, it's only so impactful. If anything, it's more for the mobility than the damage. Even if you land it in the center, level 1, 100 damage, and based on how far Rammus hops. So it does a maximum of 150 damage. For an ultimate, that's an extremely low amount. I can't get to this fight. I don't have my R. My teammates are gold fed though, so they should be able to do decent. They really shouldn't have fought that while I was on Dragon though. Wasn't good timing. It's not worth to give these guys shutdowns for no reason. Aphelios is actually like, what is that? He's shooting 10 billion auto attacks at me. He's going to be an issue to deal with Gragas pilling him. You can tell. At least we got Dragon, but still, them getting all that shutdown gold isn't really worth it. Why are you in my jungle? Hey, friend. Got him. Even burnt Ignite on that. Get him with our WE. Auto attack, Q reset, down he goes. Well played from the Lulu there. Some decent follow-up. Look how fast we're healing off this guy. Getting about 46 health per auto. Really decent healing. R's coming up. We could play bot side. So you stay present on the map. Got him with taunt W. Auto attack Q reset, down he goes. I hit him with Q before he could come out of my taunt. I don't know why she's trying to steal that from me. Screw her. But you can use your Q as an insane auto reset. A lot of burst damage just surprises them. And like you saw there, he couldn't use my R to get away, even though Rammus R goes through all CC once it starts. Because we had him CC'd. We get him with our R. He's inside of our R damage. And yeah, he's killing himself on our W. Gone with taunt W. Make sure you're moving in between your auto attacks. It's super important, especially since you're not slowed anymore. I think Rammus is S+ tier right now. He has some of the best ganks in the game, one of the better scalers in the game, and his solo fights are extremely good versus physical damage champions, particularly melee champs. So yeah, definitely should be playing Rammus. Assuming this change goes through, there's no reason not to. Peg him with taunt, we're on W. Look how much damage he's doing to us. He's doing practically nothing. And we have Bramble, so he's heal cutting himself as well. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. I actually do want this red buff. I'll let Ezreal have it though. For good faith, I'll take my own red buff, so it's whatever. Pop him with Q taunt. Riven's the one taking the turret though. She needs to get out. She took like 15 turret shots. Hey friend, I'll ghost R for this. Get him with EW. I'm gonna blue smite him to slow him down, and now we run away. We'll get mana back from jungle, 17 per second. The lower on mana you are, the more you get. And we run away. I really like the health regeneration on this item. It feels good. 200% base health regen. Getting 7 back per second is actually quite a lot. It's time to reset so we can get our Thornmail. You're starting to see how tanky these camps get, man. They get so tanky. It hurts your clear a lot on slow clear junglers like Rammus. Not in your first clear. Every jungler has a good first clear, but after that, things definitely start to slow down. Aatrox really thinks he can have that? What is he doing? I'm gonna fake out. I don't want to actually go. I'm sitting on way too much gold. After I get Thornmail, Aphelios will shred himself on me. Plus, we'll get more damage on our autos, more armor on our W, which is more damage on our autos. I'm thinking we go Randuin's next. Really good stats. Makes you incredibly tanky versus crits, which is Aphelios doing most of their damage right now. I'm not sure if this change will go through to live servers, I'll be honest with you guys. Rammus not being slowed at all by his W will make him an S+ jungler. If it does go through to live patch, where I'd say there's like a 70%, 80% chance, him not being slowed on his W, plus some slight R buffs. If it does go through, they'll change it or nerf it the patch after that. So basically, if it goes through, which it most likely will, they're just doing it to sell skins and then they're going to nerf it within 2 weeks. Which is actually pretty common from Riot. They're doing the same thing with Blitz Jungle. Pop him with the R. Into EW. Down he goes. And down he goes. We're resisting 81% physical, 50% magic damage on our W. 81%. And we're not even slowed. If the windmill does more damage, the more armor you have whenever they hit you. Your W does more damage, the more armor you have. Your passive does more damage, the more armor you have. This whole kit is a massive armor synergy. More damage and more tankiness. And it folds back into itself like... I don't know. Called like cold stone ice cream. Keeps on folding. Like ice cream with too many toppings mixed in. A proper ice cream doesn't need toppings. I'll say that much. If you've ever had a really good gelato. Smooth. Single flavor. Gonna power this guy down with Q. Get closer and closer and closer. I didn't quite reach him with taunt there. He can't outrun me though. He can try to kite it. It's not gonna work. Rammus is an incredibly fast tank. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. If you're gonna play against Rammus, you don't want to be an AD champ. It's the bottom line. You'd be better off playing a full AP stack. Or picking Vayne. Vayne actually does quite well against Rammus. Look at that. The turret's doing 200 damage per shot after it's fully heated up. Sick. Say we keep going. We don't even need drags versus their team. Hey, friend. Turret won't save you. I can guarantee you that. Wait, she's the one tanking the turret. Lulu panics a little bit. And now it's time to pull off her dragon. Missing too much HP. Time to get out of here. I love this skin, man. I actually have a normal account that has this skin, but I forget which one it is. King Rammus. Looks so good. They gave it this really cool W animation too, with the crown that shimmers. Looks really sweet. I'd rather just get dragon. Our smite is now doing 1250 true damage, which is pretty sweet. We're really slow because the ocean dragon autos. That's what you're seeing there. Aatrox seemingly out of position. He's gonna run for his red buffs. We can go dive in the bot, honestly. Riven decides she doesn't want to take red in the meantime. I don't have R, so this might actually be kind of hard. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. Well, never mind. Turret actually didn't do very much. He had to run away from it because we were so tanky. This might be warded. Maybe I should back and spend my gold. We can get Randuin's. I don't think Chem Tank's actually that useful on Rammus. 40% movement speed. Well, it gives a bunch of magic resist. Sunfire gives armor. This gives magic resist. We just need armor though, so I don't really want that item. I'd rather have Deadman's, honestly. Go faster. What I don't like about Chem Tank, they over nerfed it. On the main servers, it has 20 or 30% movement speed. It seems like now they actually buffed it a bit to where it might be worth it. But Deadman's gives damage and a slow, and it speeds you up. So I'd just rather have Deadman's. Plus the armor plays nicely into your passive and your W. Resisting 76% physical damage just walking around, not even inside W. Hey, friend. That turret won't save you, I can assure you. Rammus inside W can do whatever he wants. We're taking 85% reduced physical damage inside W. Taking 15% normal damage, not including damage reduction on Randuins and whatnot. I'm going to save my slowing smite until he's out of our taunt. They're going to run away here. Hey, friend. Hey, Aphelios. You're so tough, my dude. Big Lulu R, and everyone dies. I'll unmute everybody at this point. There's no point to see what your teammates have to say in the early mid game. They do a lot of bad pings. Yeah, Rammus is a little bit overloaded. The tank mythics are too strong in my opinion, season 13. Plus, Rammus moving full speed on W is kind of nuts. Lulu's double tanking the turrets here. She should just let me tank. Fully heated up turret shots doing 168. Fully heated turret shots do double damage. And we should probably just end. We'll take... Ooh, hey, Silas. Rammus definitely ruins the game right now. So much fun to play as. I've played against it a couple of times, though, since this buff, and it is not fun to play against at all. It is just not. There's no way to really kill Kled when he's on Fountain. He instantly gets back on his horse, and then he's not targetable. And that's GG's. Let's take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had more dealt than anyone on the enemy team, but not the highest on our own team. For damage taken, we were up there. For self-mitigated, we were definitely up there. Double anyone else's, really. For runes, extremely high value. Rammus, preseason 13, things are looking good. Gonna be an absolute destroyer champ. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.